Hey, what's going on, everybody? I had a few people ask me about what my buyers list looks like, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys exactly how I organize my buyers and how everything is set up within my CRM. Here, right now, we're on my buyers list. So, this is essentially just a big list of where I keep all of my buyers and how I keep them organized. So, whenever I have a potential buyer, they will first be added to the opportunities board and they will be prospected. And once that buyer is completely vetted and I know for sure that that buyer is a legit buyer, then I will move them to an actual buyer from the opportunities board. Yeah, so the first thing that they do is whenever they come into this board, they are added to the to be categorized group, and then I'll kind of just move them wherever they are, depending on what areas or markets that they're buying in. So I'm just going to click the updates tab here. And so now you can see actually what it looks like for my buyer whenever I open up their entire profile. So right here at the top, I have all the emails and activities. And this is monday.com. This is my CRM where I do just about everything. So here is where all the activities are logged. So I really like this because it will the way that I have the system set up is I will have updates that are created automatically in the activities tab based on if we have a phone call, if that buyer was interested in a property, or if I receive an email from that buyer. So everything's right here conveniently in the emails and activities tab. So I can see here, like, okay, cool. On January 14th at 5:33, we had a 15-minute call. That's good to know. So if I need to note back to that next time we have a conversation, I can do that. And then I can also see here the activity. Okay, on January 13th, this buyer actually inquired about one of the current properties that I had for sale, which was the one over on Viking Drive in Houston, Texas. And then this was whenever the buyer was first added. So I added them to my buyers list first this time, and I kept them in the to be categorized. And so this is just a task that I needed to vet that buyer so I could put them in the place where they need to be, basically in my system. But yeah, here, so we have the contact information. We have the first name, last name, company, phone number, email, cities, and counties. So this is just about most of the information that I always need whenever I add a buyer to my list. Most of the time, I need their company name in their email, but not every single end buyer has a company. So sometimes they don't, it's not filled out. But ideally, I like to get that. And then their email for sure, so I can get them on my email list. And then cities is the cities that they're currently buying in, and then also the counties that they're currently buying in as well. So here on the right hand side is their buying criteria information. So this is the information that I note down so I know exactly what type of deals are going to be perfect for them. So here I can see their deal history was 6023 Viking Drive, Houston, Texas. And so that's actually this inquiry right here. So what it does is another thing in my system, whenever one of my VIP buyers inquire about a property, it will be updated to their deal history so I can note back to that inquiry specifically. And so I can basically get some more details on it. And then we just have cities and counties again. But here we have their actual buying criteria. So buying lots in Houston, ideally to put a commercial space under 100K price point, XYZ. And then I have the date that I added them, the buyer type. So is this buyer a land buyer or a single family buyer or both? And then purchase history and then deal purchased. So this is specifically for the deals that this buyer has purchased from me. And then next at the very bottom, I have the deal inquiry history. So this is it right here. This is a mirror of a different board that I have. And so here I can note back and I can see all their inquiries. So some of my buyers, they have like 5 total inquiries. They've inquired about a bunch of deals of mine. So I can go down here to the bottom and I can actually see what deals they inquired about them, or what deals they inquired about, if they offered on it or if they purchased it, and basically the creation log, so when exactly they inquired about it. And then over here, I just have my updates tab, which I really don't use much of anymore. I mostly use everything within this window, and I don't really use the other windows. So yeah, this is just a quick overview of my buyers list and what it looks like and how I organize my data. So hopefully this can help you organize your buyers list a little bit better. And guys, if you like these videos, please give me a like. If you need help selling a deal, if you want to focus more time on acquisitions and allow somebody else to move those deals for you on dispositions, feel free to send me a DM. I'd love to help you out.